Hello, and welcome to my playground. This is the Madman Church, or Church McGurch, depending on how you know me, with special guest, my cat Lean, because she wants attention right now. Say hi, Lean. Hi, kitty cat. Say hi. Oh, no. And this is Madman Reviews. Today I'm going to review The Forever Winter. Not to be confused with Forever Winter, which is another game altogether, but this is The Forever Winter. It only came out a couple weeks ago or so. It is pretty new, it's pretty fresh, it's a pretty great idea. It's a squad-based kind of scavenging looter shooter kind of game. The whole thing, maps are static, but like loot is kind of randomized in different places. You can always probably tell, once you kind of know the layout of a map, you kind of know where to go for what items, and if they spawned this time, then they're there. So it's not truly fully kind of procedurally generated. It's still kind of procedurally static generated. But like I said, the game's only been out for a couple weeks, and I am super enjoying it. So let's get in. Sorry, Kit Kat. Gotta stop cuddling you. As you can see, this is pretty much your main menu before you start a mission. You have a quest, your squad, where you can either join other people, or you can invite people, manage what you want to do. As of right now, there's 5 maps. The starting map plus 4 others. One of them says in progress. It is kind of empty. There's not a lot to it. I messed around in it. So it's just fun. It was just a fun map to play around in. Just to kind of see like what the developers are doing. And then we have 5 more maps in development on top of technically this 4th one. So when you select a map, you can change your entry point. So not every area, you just you start in the same spot every time. You can choose like, oh, I want to start over here, or I want to start over here, or there. And it's the same thing with any map. Take it, change it, and some of them actually require faction rating to use. Like I requires higher Europa faction rating to actually use that entrance. So I'll go back to you. Vendors, these are all the different people you can buy and sell from. Your rig is your backpack, basically, what you can carry. Each rig has like different storage containers, what they can store, what they can hold. So storage containers aren't fully 100% customizable yet. You get a skeleton like this one right here, the rack. You get a skeleton, and then you can kind of customize what each piece in there looks like. So you can buy all these and then kind of customize them. Like these are the ones I own. These are the ones that I still haven't bought yet. Character, there's 6 characters. Obviously you can see one says coming soon. So far, pretty good variety. Even though there's one still missing, I've only messed around with like 2 of these characters, and I kind of want to try out. But each character has a different, as you can see down here. Yeah, this will change my loadout. Each one has a different personal info, which is basically their skills, abilities, everything else. How much XP. So prestiging is basically just leveling up. Like I typically play Bagman. As you can see, I've got about 317,000 XP on him. He's level 14 out of 25. His training strength training, skill focus, high health but low speed, which is usually what I go for because I play tank characters. And then what guns he can use. And then after that, once you select your character, you can spend your XP that you earn. Like right now, I just prestiged him like the night before. You can then, as you earn XP, you can come in here and you can get little bonuses. Like this unlocks him being able to use a grenade launcher. This makes heavy rifles, which are amazing. And of course, as the name of the game is, it's a looter. Increase how much you can hold. I'll go to combat. I don't know why. I think each character can use different rigs. So I use like 2 different rigs. This is when I need to go collect like random gun parts that people drop. And this is when I just need a ton of large items. Because what the empty ones mean is that you can carry a large item. You can see when you select it, large item there, large item. And then just a large place to get just random little things. And then you can equip 2 weapons. You can also, before you go out into mission, you can put different healing things, including food is pretty much used, food and alcohol is used. And then you can also, before you go into a mission, you can upgrade yourself by these large slots. Like you can get a light rig, you can get a camera that will, as you can see, scans for foes, allies, and valuable items, so kind of like a map hack. Water I'll get to in a second. IEDs, as it sounds, you can actually put these down in like the big mech things that attack you. They'll walk by them and they'll explode. Turrets, obviously, sits there, shoots things for you, great distractions. And basically a jump, a pneumatic jump. Basically a jump pack. It gives you an extra little boost every time you jump, which is really good because it's a brand new game, because it's an indie game, you get stuck on shit a lot. And then explosives. I haven't really figured out what to do with explosives yet. There's some quests and stuff over here that require explosives, you just to pick them up and turn them in. But I've been collecting them because they actually do sell for quite a bit. Like if I go to a vendor rig, it doesn't matter, you can sell to anybody. Click on explosives. They sell for about 11,000 each. Which the only other thing that sells for about that much is the lock boxes you can get, which you can see I don't have any. Those sell for about 16,000. And once you select what weapons you want, I go into weapons, and there's all kinds of different weapons. These are, so when you die, you have to go retrieve like your rig, the customization that you did to your rig, and your weapons, or you just go in, and then you just go in with your default ones, which you'll never lose. But then you have all different kinds of ones, and I don't even have all of them yet. But I typically use a shotgun, and I just got this anti-tank rifle, which is amazing. You can select a gun, and then you can select customize, and then you can go through all these different things. I don't have a lot of parts, and I don't know how many parts there are, but you can go through, select, and change, and do different things like that to each weapon, and then save it as a preset. I have the presets, but on my rigs I have the presets. I have a preset here and a preset here. Click on it, customize. So, as you can see, that's what the default one looks like, and then this is what my customized one looks like right here. Default. And then customize. I like that kind of like not bird cage, but like iron bar look. And that's just a high quality one. The low quality can't really hold much, but the high quality can hold so much more. So you always want to do that. After that, we have quests. You can go to quests. They have all different things. It's all different. It kind of tells you where you need to go, what the reward is. I usually try to take the ones that get me new guns, because there's only one real way to get non-broken guns, and it's through these gotcha boxes. And you can only find one per mission, and then, like I said, it's a gotcha, so it literally could be anything inside of there from the game. So this is your haven, your hideout, whatever you want to call it. This is your doomsday clock. Basically, when this reaches 0, and this is real life days, so I have 53 real life days before this clock reaches 0. And how you can keep this clock from reaching 0 is by feeding it water. 52 water, I can just feed it water. Now, when this clock reaches 0, you you lose everything. You lose all the items you've made, all the items you have bought, and all your loot, like everything you found. The only thing you do technically get to keep, from my understanding, is you get to keep your basic rigs. So not these customized ones. You lose the parts to make the customized ones. But you get to keep the basic rigs, and you keep these 2 guns. That's it. You lose all of that. You lose everything here. If I go to like right here, customize, select like, I'd lose this, but I'd keep that. Let's see if I can find maybe the vendor, rigs, top left. Yeah. So I'd keep like the default this one, but I'd lose this and this. So I have plenty of water, and then 55 isn't technically the max. It's like 100 something is technically the max. Because then you can come over here and you see hub customization, where you can do terminals, you can increase your water by 16, then you can, which brings it to 71, and then you can increase it again by 28, not plus 16 to 28, so you think you'd only get like another 12. No, it's, you get 16, and then you get an additional 28. So when I did the 16, I went from 55 to 71, and when I did the 28, I went from 71 to 99. So I have 99 days I could have water. There's a bug right now where, even though, as you can see in here, it says 16 owned, 28 owned. I bought both of them, but as you saw previously before I got to there, I only had 55. Now, it's updated and I have 99. But anytime like I put water past 55 and then like left the game and came back, I was right back to 55 and all the water I'd put in was gone. So I've lost probably about 10 days worth of water because of this bug. But as you can see, I have 99. I could fill it all the way up to 99, but I don't want to lose it all. That's the Doomsday Clock. Not a huge fan of it, but it's a cool, unique thing, because it's also like you have to have that amount of water to keep people there, which keeps your vendors open. Like, you had to have 10 days of water plus 500 credits to unlock the first water tank. And like crafting for ammo and weapon parts, you had to have 20 days of water and 500 credits to craft something. And then welfare, which also doesn't really do much. You can get TV screens, small ones, and then the large mega ones. Music system, doesn't really play any music. Doghouse, which was actually really cool. A shrine, really haven't found anything to do with it. And a special tree, which just kind of looks like a Christmas tree made out of guns. Really hasn't done anything, but you can see each one has a requirement, how many days of water, how much it costs. They're not super expensive. I think at this point I make about almost the exact price of one of these in like half a run. I think on average I get about 100 to 150 credits per run with my current rig. As you can see, the speakers, the shrine, which I've done this every time, but it doesn't seem to say do anything. You pray, but you don't answer. My dog, or dogs. So far, this game is sitting at like a 7 out of 10, and that'll go up as soon as I get the option to pet the dog, because it's outrageous that I cannot pet dog. I want to pet dog. There's another one right here. I want to pet. Pet. Of course, my Christmas tree made of guns. And the manufacturing. So this is where, as you saw, I had like manufactured ammo, manufactured weapon parts. I have them both owned. As of right now, the only thing you can make is these cryo rounds. Like I said, this is a super early access game. It's only been out for a handful of weeks. So this is pretty much how it's going to work. You're going to have like a base ammo or something, an item. This is why I had these in my inventory. And then after so long, you get some sort of specialty ammunition. And it's probably going to work about the exact same way with weapon parts. Just kind of, you have something, then something you need to scavenge up, and then you get something like, you get whatever part. And I mean, 5 seconds ain't bad, plus you get these pretty regularly. I don't understand why it takes 20. Like, I see these, basically cigarettes, I see them far less than I see these. So the whole 0 out of 20 to make 30, and it takes a minute, whereas one whiskey bottle, 5 seconds, you get 30. I don't know if this is just like a 10 holder, but like I said, fairly decent 7 out of 10 game so far. All your different shopkeepers you can either walk up to, or you can just press escape or whatever, depending on what you're playing on, or if you're playing with a controller or a mouse and keyboard, and you can just go to each merchant. Each merchant has water cost, where you have to keep it above a certain amount of water to actually sell to them. Most of them are like 16 to 20. Each one has a faction: Europa, Eurasia, Scavenger, and then there's like Euraska, but there's no seller for that one. And each one, like as you do missions, you get more and more rep with them, and it drives down costs. Buy from them. It increases what you can buy from them. Like I can only buy up to tier 2 with him, but if I go to this dude, I can buy up to tier 3 from him. Whereas this guy, I can only buy tier 1, and he's costing me 125% more. But this game was a lot of fun, just to kind of like spend some time. They don't have like a trading peer-to-peer system, but if you're in a game and like somebody's like, oh man, I lost my gun, does anybody have a whatever, I can be like, okay, and I can put into the donation box that, and then they can come and grab it. That way there's a form of trading in this game. As you can see, I love the aesthetic of this. So essentially the premise is that we went into like a nuclear winter. The Cold War pretty much happened, and we went into like a nuclear winter. And so now the whole planet is always permanently in a forever winter. So you're trying to survive and scavenge and find things while 3 factions are constantly fighting with robots and people. Just a forever winter with a forever war. Because there's just machines that keep pumping out more and more soldiers, basically. And then all the HUDs, you can, if you don't want to use the menu, you can find each individual HUD along the way. This is a little more, it seemed like the more stuff I bought for the welfare, the more people that showed up. So there was slight progression other than just kind of making things look cooler. I still want to pet my dogs. Still want to pet. Yeah, that's the game in a nutshell. I'm gonna do a quick. This is not a very run and gun game at all. This is a very stealthy game. A quick mission, just a quick run through. Like a full, like what I'd do if I was trying to do an entire run. But I want to show some of the gameplay. I don't want to just be static and kind of sitting here. The graphics aren't bad. They're kind of cel shady. It's kind of like watching it through a CCTV camera. Like that's kind of how the game looks to me. I enjoy it. I think it's kind of cool. If you don't have even with a full squad, I don't think this game still could become a run and gun, because holy crap, there's just the enemies, the amount of sneaking you have to do sometimes, and unless you have the firepower, sometimes things get pretty sticky, and there's just other times where I'm like, well, there's nothing I can do but just stand here and die.
Now let's roll out.
And it's kind of got like the Helldivers 2 feel, where when your character dies, they're technically dead, and you're just playing another character that resembles the same thing. Again, you're the next person in line that can do the exact same thing as the last person. Because like right now, this guy has like a short buzz cut, but I've gone into missions after dying, he'd have like an afro. It's like, oh, that's neat. See, there's PCs and shooting each other. And then a lot of these is kind of like you get kind of into a routine, like where to check for what items, and where to walk to not die, because like I could not kill. I could maybe kill 2 of those guys before they killed me. Maybe. If I'm lucky. There's usually something right here. Large lockbox.
Not too shabby.
You see down the bottom what equipment you have, like if I had any equipment, healing items, and then how much money I have in my rig. Let's see how to open my rig. My health, and how much I weigh. So basically, your rig will take care of X amount of weight before it starts to slow you down. This character I really like because he has a higher weight count than other characters. Like, he can go a good amount beyond what the rig can carry before he starts to slow down, at the sacrifice of the fact that he is already slower than other characters. Every level he gets also about
buy me some new upgrades.
40 health. I can't pick any of these weapons up because I don't have the weapon rack on my rig. Now the other thing is you can either sit here and wait, but this leaves you open while he identifies things, or you can just walk up, wall, and you just loot everything. Now they don't identify until you like drop them on the ground and then pick them back up. But as you can see, I now have these. But you can only use identified items. So this is a medical cache. I'm gonna let it identify because I need all these medical items to be identified to use them. This is another one where it's like, since I'm the only one here, I cannot be revived. If I die, I die. I just go down. If you had a squad, at least one other person, or like a recruit, because you can actually, when you go to mission select, you can actually purchase recruits. Oh,
easy day. Bring the rain.
Okay. I have no idea where I was being shot at from. And that's not a good thing, like, unless you can actually clearly see who's shooting at you and how many there are. Like, this isn't just, like, fire and pray and hope you heal, because you get X amount of healing when you first use a healing item, and then the rest is all over time. It's not instant heal like other games. Percentage, and then you get like a 10 more per second over 10 seconds. Crouching is a good way to stay hidden. The AI on the enemies aren't that smart, but thankfully that's a good thing. And I have crouched right past enemies before, like right in front of them, or they ran right behind me.
Life's little joys.
So there's at least one gotcha box that
like
I've found
this.
that spawns per map. The gotcha, like I said, it has a bunch of items in it. And those items could be any weapon, pretty much any item in the game that isn't like a dropped component. So it could be any gun, it could be any food item, any health item, any accessory item. As you can see, my pack carries 85.5, but I'm not slowing down anymore. I'm at 92 kilograms. That's mainly because of his strength training ability. He's not slowed. Whereas other characters, the heavier you get, even though you can hold more, the heavier you get, the slower you get. So as of right now, I can like hit tab, I can see I still have 44.6% of my inventory space left. And there's sometimes like a beginning shot at, but it'll just be them shooting at other people. And then you can also find like ammunition crates, random storage crates, just different things around. Let's see. Gotcha, a couple of boxes, water. And then you gotta get out of there. As soon as you have everything, you gotta get out. So I see my extractions up there, so now I gotta get to my extraction.
Midnight crew at work down there.
There's...
Let's stay out of the party.
What's going on with that? Oh! Something just blew up. So I'm just gonna sneak around. What blew up? I'm just gonna take all these real quick. Since I have room and I'm about to. There's a tank right there, there's a big mech right there. You can see out there they're fighting. So this is a lot of the game, especially when you're solo. Maybe with the squad it might be a little different. You can also see quests. I didn't really run into any of that stuff while I was walking through here. I didn't really want to try to go after it because of the fact that I just kind of wanted to show gameplay, how the missions work. And then you come up here, press E, and
Damn
done.
close call on a day of close
So it's kind of on the premise of like Hunt Showdown and other games. How there's stuff going on, and you can pick stuff up, do other stuff, and then you have to extract. So kind of like Escape from Tarkov. Except for without the PvP aspect. Mission debrief shows you what you did, how much XP you got, quest status, loot acquired. So now everything's identified. Return. So as soon as you return, it gives you the option to either stash everything away and go into your next mission, or to open everything and then stash it away and kind of customize, rework, look at stuff. So with the gotcha box, you don't really know what you have until the boxes, and then you can either sit here and kind of watch and be excited to see what is going to happen, or you can skip. And you see I got a standard first aid 2 standard first aid kits, some ammunition, a couple guns, a rig light, and a turret. To my stash. Go here, check on my quests, check on my squad, my region, my vendors, my characters. I've got enough. New character. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna increase how much I can carry beyond more. I'm gonna increase that, and I'm gonna unlock the ability to use grenade launchers. Because grenade launchers are amazing in this game. So now I can use this guy. Oh no, this is a pistol. I thought this was a grenade launcher. So now I can use the grenade launchers. I don't actually have a grenade launcher. But if I had a grenade launcher, I could then use it on this character. Check on my rig, see if I had anything new for my rig, consumables, large items. Now I feel like in the future this game is going to expand where more of this stuff is going to become more usable for crafting things. Like this is going to be the payment to get the other scavengers to craft and find the resources necessary to craft said items for you. This is where, so I was saying, you can hire recruits. I have one person, an exopilot that I got through a quest, and that's another thing you can get through quests. Is if you look at them, they tell you, but they'll also, these things will also give you, these quests will also give you water, and they'll also give you guns. Like this one, bring her in, save, collect, and extract with an exopilot. So basically a rescue mission, go in, destroy a mech, grab the exopilot, run out, and then boom, you get the pilot recruit. Which then, if I went here, I could say hire, boom, I now have this person, and this basically fills in for not having people to play with or not wanting to join some random squad. I don't know how good the AI is, really seeing how the AI enemies are, but as for now, it's just easier for me to go in alone, sneak around, grab everything, come back. So, the large lockbox, 15. I have 3 of them, sold for 45. Actually, no, the turret's only worth 5, about 4 or 5. So that is the Forever Winter in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know, say anything you want in the comments. I don't really care. Let me know how I'm doing for sure. If you like the intro, that's my new kind of what I'm hoping to be my channel song. So please check that out. Like it, comment on it. Tell me what you think of it. I am kind of still looking around. That's like the best version I've heard, and the best kind of song that kind of puts it like into the theme of what I want to do with my channel and what I, you know, the atmosphere of the Madman's playground. Because this is just, it's an area to have fun. It's an area to go crazy. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Even if you watched it on double speed, you didn't hear a thing. I still appreciate you. And until next time, you be you, stay you, but most importantly,